Maayong hapon, good afternoon everyone. On behalf of Arquan Technologies Inc., I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all attendees. Thank you for taking the time to join us today for our webinar entitled Boosting Reliability, Evaluating Measurement Uncertainty in Your Test and Measurement Equipment. We hope this afternoon finds you well. Thank you for taking the valuable time to be with us today. Your presence is truly appreciated. I'm Alex Babatio, the Arquan Sales Manager, and I'll be your host for this informative session. Kindly request you to follow the webinar protocols on your screen. To help us connect with you, please type your name and company in the chat box. Feel free to ask any questions you may have throughout the session by typing them in the chat box as well. Rest assured that we will answer all questions at the end of the presentations. For smooth listening experience, please keep your microphones muted and maintain a positive and optimistic tone in your chat comments. Here are the detailed protocol for today's event. To stay up to date on all our latest news and announcements, be sure to follow ARC1 on social media. We've already provided the link in the chat box for your convenience. And now, moving forward to our agenda. Today, we'll be exploring evaluating measurement uncertainty in your test and measurement equipment. In today's fast-paced world, businesses face increasing pressure to deliver high-quality products and services. By understanding and mitigating measuring uncertainty, you can unlock significant benefit, including improved product quality, enhanced operation efficiency, reduce costs, and increase customer satisfaction. This webinar will help you provide insights and strategies to achieve these goals. Before we delve into today's exciting topics, I know everyone is eager to hear from our esteemed speaker. However, to kick things off, we'd like to begin a warm welcome from our Managing Director, the driving force behind Arquan's success. Please join me in welcoming Arquan's Managing Director. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause to Engineer Irwin Padrique.
Salamat, Alex, for that very generous introduction. Good afternoon, partners. Magandang hapon, partners. Maayong hapon sa mga partners namin dyan sa Visayas. Good afternoon sa inyo. Una sa lahat, I would like to thank you personally for spending your time this afternoon to attend our update. So maraming salamat. We as an organization, partner ninyo in the industry, we would endeavor to provide you business updates, most especially those updates relevant to your practice. So in this case, we would want to make sure we keep you updated with regards to the best practices in the industry. And then secondly, we also wanted to take this opportunity to update you about the latest services from our organization. And then of course, lastly, we also wanted to use this avenue to get in touch with you and more importantly, to introduce our team members who would be helping you on a day-to-day. So with that, partners, I hope you would benefit out of this session this afternoon. So without further ado, I would want to turn over the floor again to our host, Mr. Alex Babatio. Alex?
Thank you so much, Sir Engineer Irwin, for sharing such informative details about Arquan Technologies. You've been a great inspiration, and I hope everyone enjoyed this speech as much as I did. We've been building anticipation for the main course of today's event, and I know all you're eager to dive into the exciting topics we have lined up. To kick things off, I'm thrilled to introduce our esteemed speaker, Mr. Mariano Sulia Jr. He has been working at Arquan Technologies Inc. for almost 16 years. His expertise lies in the calibration and repair of test and measuring equipment. He is also one of the approved signatories accredited by the Philippine Accreditation Bureau for the scopes of accreditation of ARC1. As an approved signatory, he is qualified to verify the accuracy and validity of the results issued by ARC1. Based on his technical expertise and adherence to accreditation standards. Let's all welcome our keynote speaker, Mr. Mariano Sulia Jr.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining us today. Our topic of discussion is measurement uncertainty in your test and measurement equipment. By the way, I'm Mariano Sulia Jr. You can call me Kuya Mar for short, and I'm a technical engineer of ARC1 Technologies Incorporated. We will be delving into measurement uncertainty. So far today, our agenda is to discuss what is measurement uncertainty. What are the factors of measurement uncertainty, and what are techniques to minimize uncertainty, how it works, and simple explanation of these techniques. Ano nga ba ang definition ng measurement uncertainty? It refers to the doubt that exists concerning the results of any measurement due to various factors. Measurement uncertainty is a crucial aspect of engineering that affects both accuracy and reliability in our work. So lahat ng measurement ay mayroong potential error o variability kahit gaano pa ka-precise o kaingat ang ating pagsukat. Kumbaga, walang perfect measurement, laging may konting wiggle room o uncertainty. But in ARC1, we guarantee that your equipment is our care. Sa ating session today, we will delve first into what are the factors of measurement uncertainty. Here are some of the factors to consider. There are a lot of factors to consider for measurement uncertainty, and here are some of them. One of these is the environmental factors. Environmental factors like temperature and humidity can affect electrical test equipment, leading to inaccurate measurements and increased uncertainty. About humidity, excessive humidity or moisture can cause corrosion or rust, especially in electrical components. Imagine a metal tool left outside in the rain, it will rust quickly. Ganun din sa mga electrical equipment. Ang moisture ay maaaring makasira sa surface at maging sanhi ng pagtaas ng conductive plates within the equipment. Kaya mahalaga na i-control ang humidity sa lugar kung saan nakalagay ang mga instruments po natin. The next po is yung temperature. Temperature affects electrical equipment because the materials inside equipment expand or contract with heat changes. This can cause components to shift slightly, altering their electrical properties and leading to inaccurate readings. Halimbawa, ang resistance ng copper wire ay tumataas pag uminit. Ito ay maaaring makaapekto sa voltahe o current na dumadaloy sa circuit, nagresulta na sa inaccurate measurements. Ang pagbabago-bago ng temperature ay tinatawag na thermal drift at pwedeng makaapekto sa readings ng mga sensors at instruments tulad ng thermistors, voltage reference sources o digital multimeters. And next na factors po natin ay human error. Proper training and experience are essential for equipment technicians or operators, of course. Imagine mo, sobrang complex ng mga machines. Kahit gaano kakagaling, kung wala kang training, paano mo malalaman kung paano ito paganahin o paandarin ng tama? Ang experience is also key. Parang driving lang yan eh. Kahit marunong ka sa tsuro, iba pa rin yung actual na paghawak mo ng manibela. So, training plus experience equals accurate and efficient work. Especially sa mga electronics manufacturing, semiconductor, aerospace, automotive engineering services industries. Ang mga high precision na electrical test at measurement equipment ay maselan at komplikado. Kung walang sapat na kaalaman at training ang technician or equipment used, maaari itong magresulta na sa maling calibration. Inaccurate measurements at higit sa lahat, maaaring masira pa ang equipment nyo. And next is instrument limitation. Yan, yung next factor natin. Ang mga electrical test at measurement equipment ay tulad din ng mga tools yan. May mga limitation din sila. Kahit gaano pa kaganda ang isang instrumento mo, may mga factors na dapat isa-alang-alang para masiguro ang accurate at reliable na measurements. Narito ang dalawa sa pinaka-main na factors. Nakapaloob sa instrument limitation. Unang-una, repeatability. Repeatability is how consistent an instrument readings are when you measure the same thing over and over under the same conditions. Parang timbangan na dapat pareho ang timbang na lalabas kahit ilang beses mo itong gamitin sa parehong bagay. Kung ang instrumento ay hindi repeatable, ibig sabihin iba-ibang readings kahit pareho ang sinusukat. Tataas ang uncertainty mo o hindi ka sigurado kung alin ang tunay na value. Imagine mo na lang kung tumitimbang ka ng bigas tapos iba-iba ang lumalabas sa timbang, sa bawat timbang mo. Nakakalito, di ba? Kaya importanteng repeatable ang instrumento mo para sure ka sa measurement mo. Next is reproducibility. Reproducibility is how consistent your instrument readings are even when different people use it. The setup varies or the measurements are taken at different times. Ibig sabihin, kahit sino ang gumamit, kahit saan mo ito gamitin, dapat pareho o halos pareho ang mga readings. Kung ang instrumento ay reproducible, mas madali itong gamitin at mas reliable ang mga measurements. Kaya importanteng reproducible ang instrumento mo para sure ka na tama ang readings mo. Kahit sino pa ang gumamit at kahit saan mo pa ito gamitin o ginamit. Next factor is instrument calibration. Calibration keeps your electrical testing equipment accurate by correcting for drift, the tendency for readings to change over time. This ensures your measurements are reliable and reduces uncertainties so you can trust your results. Isipin mo na parang ito, kahit perfect na ang calibration ng isang instrumento ngayon, maring unti-unti itong magbago o mag-drift sa paglipas ng panahon. Parang relo na kahit tama ang oras kanina, maring mamaya ay medyo atrasado na o mas advanced. Ang drift na ito ay pwedeng mangyari dahil sa pagtanda ng mga components o tinatawag nating aging na pagbabago ng temperatura o humidity o kahit sa regular na paggamit lang. Kaya kahit accurate ang instrumento mo nung huling calibration, hindi na ito sigurado kung accurate pa rin ito ngayon. Ang potential na pag-drift na ito ang nagdadagdag ng uncertainty sa kahit anong measurement na kukunin mo gamit ang instrumento pagkatapos ng ilang panahon mula sa huling calibration. Mas matagal ang panahon na lumipas mula sa huling calibration, mas malaki ang potential para sa drift at mas malaki rin ang measurement uncertainty. Kaya nga ang regular at periodic na calibration ay napakahalaga po niya sa isang instrumento. Nakatulong ito para ma-minimize ang epekto ng drift at mapanatiling nasa acceptable limits ang measurement uncertainty. Para sa sasakyan na kailangan i-check palagi ang alignment regularly para masiguro na tama pa rin ang takbo. So, higher level of uncertainty can lead to lower confidence sa measurement accuracy, which potentially impacts products quality and performance. So, to recap, may 4 na key factors tayo na nakakapekto sa measurement uncertainty. Una nga dyan ay environmental factors. Keep your workplace comfy for both you and your instruments. Temperature and humidity matter to accurate readings. Mga bagay tulad ng temperature and humidity ay pwedeng makaapekto sa accuracy ng ating mga instruments at magdulot ng uncertainty sa measurements natin. And next factor is human error. We all make mistakes, but training and practice help us get those accurate readings consistently. Kung mali ang pagbasa natin sa scale o hindi natin nasundan ng tamang procedure, human error talaga ay pwedeng magdulot ng uncertainty. And the next is instrument limitations. Know your tools, use the right instrument for the job to get the most accurate results. Bawat instrument ay may kanya-kanyang capabilities at limitations. May mga design for high precision at mayroon din namang para sa general use lang. Pag-unawa sa mga limitations na ito like resolutions or measurements range ay makakatulong sa atin na piliin ang tamang tool para sa trabaho at magkaroon ng tamang expectations sa level ng uncertainty. And the last is instrument calibration. Regular calibration keeps your instruments accurate and reliable. Don't skip it. Kailangan po ng instrument natin yan. Tulad napag-usapan natin, calibration ay napakahalaga para mabawasan ng uncertainty. Pag na-correct natin ang drip at na-ensure na accurate ang ating instrument, nababawasan natin ang uncertainty sa measurements. Ang pag-unawa sa mga factors na ito ay ang unang hakbang para mabawasan ng uncertainty at mapataas ang reliability ng ating measurements. Kapag alam natin ang mga factors na ito, gumawa tayo ng mga paraan para ma-mitigate sila, mas magiging confident tayo sa mga results na makukuha po natin. So far, napag-usapan natin ang mga factors ng uncertainty. Ngayon naman, tatalakay natin at iba't ibang techniques para ma-minimize ang uncertainty. Paano ito gumagana at magbibigay din tayo ng mga simple explanations. Techniques to minimize uncertainty. Unang-una, environmental control. Technique, implement strict environmental controls like temperature and humidity regulations within a controlled testing environment. Dapat i-monitor lagi ang environmental conditions tulad ng temperature and humidity. Okay, it works. Ang environmental factors ay maaaring magkaroon ng significant impact sa measurements, lalo sa mga sensitive instruments. Halimbawa, ang temperature ay maaaring makaapekto sa resistance ng mga materials at sa behavior ng mga electrical components. Isipin mo na lang, ang battery ng cellphone mo, mas mabilis itong madrain pag mainit ang panahon. Doon din sa mga instruments, ang temperature at humidity ay pwedeng maka-affect sa accuracy ng readings. Kaya nga sa mga laboratorio ng manufacturing facilities, kailangan controlled ang environment para masiguro na accurate ang measurement. Kung sakaling hindi mo ito makontrol, kailangan mong i-account ang environmental factors sa iyong uncertainty calculations. Ibig sabihin, isama mo ito sa pagkukwenta ng posibleng error sa iyong measurement. Kaya ang mga instrument ay dapat i-calibrate sa tamang temperature para masiguro ang accuracy. Kailangan tiyakin na ang temperatura ay nasa loob ng operating range ng instrumento para accurate ang readings. Next is repeat measurements o statistical averaging technique. Take multiple measurements of the same quantity and calculate the average to reduce random errors and improve the precision of the result. Why it works? Ang random errors ay mga unpredictable variations na nakaka-apekto sa measurements. Sa pamamagitan ng pag-uulit ng measurements, ang random fluctuations ay nag-average out. Ibig sabihin, nagkakapantay-pantay ang mga values at mas nagiging consistent at reliable ang resulta. Kung minsan kasi kahit gaano ka kapakaingat, may mga maliit na bagay na hindi mo makontrol na pwedeng maka-apekto sa measurement, kaya kailangan mo ulitin para mas accurate. Halimbawa, sinusukat mo ang resistance na isang component. Hindi lang isang beses mo ito susukatin, ulitin mo ng ilang beses. Sabihin natin 5, 10 or 20 times. Pagkatapos kukunin mo ang average ng readings na yon. Ang average na ito ang magiging mas accurate na representasyon ng tunay na resistance ng component. Kasi nga, yung mga maliliit na variations sa bawat sukat ay nawawala na dahil sa averaging. So next po ay cabling practices. Technique. We must consider cable length when using cables to prevent signal reflections. Why it works? Mas maikli ang kable, mas less ang chance na magkaroon ng signal loss at distortion. Ang reflections ay parang echo sa signal. Kung mahabang cable, mas maraming lugar kung saan pwede mag-reflect ang signal na magiging dahilan ng distortion. Ang adapters naman ay mga dugtungan sa kable. Bawat adapter ay pwede ring maging source ng reflections. Kaya nga mas konti ang adapters, mas less ang chance ng reflections. Example, parang hose lang yan eh. Mas maikli, mas diretso ang daloy ng tubig. Kung mahaba ang hose at maraming dugtungan, mas mabagal ang daloy ng tubig at mas maraming chance na magkaroon ng leak o bara. Ganun sa cables, mas maikli at mas tama ang adapters na ginagamit, mas malinis at mas accurate ang signal. Kaya nga sa mga sensitive measurements, you have to consider the length of the cable kapag sineset nyo ang equipment inside production para mas maging accurate ang readings. Connection techniques. Ensure cables are securely locked and not loose. Consistent tightness is necessary to prevent measurement variability. Why it works? Ang mga loose connections ay maaaring maging sanhi ng inconsistent at inaccurate readings. Pag hindi secure ang connection, maaaring magkaroon ng variation sa contact resistance na direktang makakapekto sa signal na dumadaan. Ang pantay na higpit ay nagsisiguro na ang bawat connection ay maayos at stable, na minimize ang variability sa measurement. Halimbawa, kinakabit mo ang coaxial cable sa isang spectrum analyzer. Kung hindi mo ito maayos na nalock o kung magkaibang higpit ng pagkakalak sa magkabilang dulo ng kable, maaring magkaroon ng signal reflections o interference na makakapekto sa display ng spectrum analyzers. Kung sa tornilyo naman, dapat consider ang higpit para hindi mag-loose. Kung ang isang tornilyo ay mas mahigpit kaysa sa iba, maring mag-cause ito ng strain at eventually mag-loose ang lahat. Ganun din sa connections ng cables, dapat pantay-pantay ang higpit para masiguro ang stable at accurate na signal ng transfer. Kaya nga mahalaga na siguraduhin na nakalock ang mga cables at pantay-pantay ang higpit para maiwasan ang mga problema sa measurement. Next po is use quality calibrated tools like Arcanum standards. So using high quality calibrated instrument minimizes measurement errors and ensures reliable, accurate results in electrical testing. Hindi lang basta-basta multimeter o clamp meter ang gagamitin. Kailangan siguraduhin na ang instrument ay high quality. Ibig sabihin nito, ang OEM recommended knows to measure the specific parameter. Halimbawa, kung kailangan mo ng accurate na measurement ng frequency, kailangan mo ng frequency counter, hindi lang ordinaryong multimeter. At higit sa lahat, kailangan siguraduhin na ang instrument ay calibrated. Ang calibration ay ang pag-check ng accuracy ng inyong equipment. Kailangan i-compare mo ang readings ng instrument mo sa isang standard na alam mong tama. Ito ang tinatawag na known standards. Kung tama ang basehan mo, tama rin ang magiging measurements mo. Kaya nga, regular calibrations ay kailangan para masiguro na accurate pa rin ang instrument mo sa paglipas ng panahon. Halimbawa, kailangan mong sukatin ang voltahe ng isang circuit, gagamit ka ng digital multimeter para masiguro na tama ang reading ng DMM mo. Kailangan mo itong i-calibrate compare sa isang known precision voltage reference. Ito ay isang device na nagbibigay ng stable at accurate na voltahe sa pamamagitan ng pag-compare ng reading ng DMM mo sa reference voltage. Malalaman mo kung may error ang DMM at may tatama mo ito. Parang pag-set ng timbangan, kailangan tama ang basehan mo para tama rin ang timbang. Kung regular mong i-calibrate ang DMM mo, masisiguro mo na accurate at reliable ang measurements mo at maiwasan mo ang mga problema na dulot ng maling readings. Dapat siguraduhin din yung reference standard na ginagamit nyo or ng service provider nyo ay traceable to the highest level of measurements. And then proper instrument care. Sunod natin. Handle instrument properly to avoid mechanical damage, electrical interference, and contamination that can affect measurement accuracy. Why it works. Ang mga instrumento na damaged, marami o hindi well-maintained, ay maaaring magbigay ng unreliable results na nagli-lead sa mas mataas na uncertainty. Parang sasakyan lang yan. Kung hindi mo ito inalagaan, mas madali itong masira at hindi mo ito mapagkakatiwalaan. So, ganun din sa mga instruments. Kailangan ingatan mo ito para masiguro na accurate ang mga readings. Halimbawa, siguro din ang mga instrument ay linis at properly stored. Kung ang instrument mo ay kulang sa preventive maintenance or not properly stored, so magkakaroon siya ng mga dust o corroded ang mga components niya. Yung performance ng instrument ay hindi na maganda o hindi na pa-functions ng maayos. Kaya kailangan ingatan ng mga instruments para masiguro na accurate and reliable ang mga measurements. Parang pag-aalaga mo lang yan sa cellphone, kailangan ingatan mo ito para hindi masira at magamit mo ng maayos. Yun. To recap, here's the technique for minimizing uncertainty. First, control your environment. Keep things comfy, temperature and humidity matter. Kapag hindi tama ang temperature at humidity, maaaring mag-iba ang readings nila. Kaya mahalagang i-monitor at i-control ang temperature at humidity sa lugar kung saan mo ginagamit ang mga instrument. The next is repeat measurements, like double checking your work. More measurements mean more accuracy. Walang perfectong measurement kahit gaano kakaingat. May mga maliliit na bagay na pwedeng maka-apekto sa resulta. Kaya para mas sigurado, ulitin mo ang pagsukat ng ilang beses. Kunin mo ang average ng mga readings para ma-cancel out ang mga random errors at mas maging accurate ang resulta. And next is cabling matters. Shorter cables, proper adapters. Kaya mas mainam na gumamit ng mas maikling kable para mas malakas at mas malinaw ang signal. At siguraduhin ding tama ang mga adapters na ginagamit para walang bara sa daloy ng signal. Secure connections. Tighten those cables properly for stable and accurate readings. Pag hindi mahigpit ang pagkakabit, maaaring mag-iba ang contact resistance na maka-apekto sa signal. Kaya siguraduhin nakalak ang maayos ang mga kable at pantay-pantay ang higpit para maiwasan mga problema sa measurement. And then quality tools. Use the right tools for the job and keep them calibrated. Iba bang gamit ng mga tools? Merong para sa paghigpit ng mga tornilyo, meron din para sa pagsukat ng voltahe o current. At siguro din na ang mga tools na ito ay calibrated o na-check ang accuracy para masiguro na tama ang mga readings. And next is instrument care. Treat your instruments like your house. Keep them clean and protected. Kapag iniingatan mo ito, mas tatagal ang instrument at mas magiging reliable ang performance. Kaya siguraduhin malinis sila at maayos ang pagkakalagay para hindi agad masira. And a reminder to everyone that lower measurement uncertainty means better accuracy and greater confidence in a given measurement. To summarize, minimizing measurement uncertainty is crucial in ensuring accurate and reliable measurement outcomes, which are the cornerstone of effective engineering practices. Through understanding the sources of uncertainty, employing practical techniques, and analyzing factors, we can significantly enhance the confidence we have in our measurements. Thank you all for your participation. If there are any additional questions or topics you'd like to discuss further, kindly answer the feedback form shown in the chat box. Thank you once again for joining me today, and I look forward to what you have learned. And if you have requirements for service, I hope Arquan is your top choice. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kuya Mar. Indeed, it's a great discussion, especially to ensure the accuracy and reliability of your equipment. Once again, thank you so much, Kuya Mar, for discussion. It's highly valuable. In line with this, we would like to give the certificate of recognition presented to Mr. Mariano Sulia Jr. In recognition of your valuable discussion on calibration expertise at the boosting reliability, evaluating measurement uncertainty, and test and measurement equipment on March 5, signed by Mr. Erwin Padrique. We acknowledge the critical role of measuring uncertainty and ensuring reliable test and measurement equipment. Once again, maraming salamat po, Kuya Mar. All right. I've seen the questions on our chat box, but rest assured it will be addressed later on. For the other participants, please, if you have inquiries, feel free to type them in the chat box as well, and we will address them later. Before we proceed, sa mga kapapasok pa lang po, once again, good afternoon po to our dear participants. To learn more about Arquan's other services and stay updated on the latest news, be sure to follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn. We'll conveniently share the links in the chat for your easy access. To know more about Arc1 Technologies Inc., kindly visit our website and social media accounts, www.arc1.com.ph/AOTI. Follow us or like our page and LinkedIn and YouTube channel. Alright, nandyan pa po ba ang lahat? Pwede bang makakita ng mga heart-heart dyan? Are we all still energized po? Ready na po ba ang lahat to put our knowledge to the test? I think Sir Marsulia insights have really sparked our interest today. To keep the momentum going and add fun twist, we're going to have a quick game with some exciting prizes for the winners. So, get ready to lift your spirit and show off what you've learned. Dito tayo magkakaalaman sino po talaga ang nakinig sa ating session. The game is called Complete Me. In this game, you'll try to make the right choice to complete the missing image of an equipment. It's as simple as multiple choice game. To win, you must choose the correct letter and type the name of the equipment. Let's say, for example, letter A, DC power supply. Okay po. So we have prepared 3 items for this game and there will be 3 winners. Each winner will receive 250 pesos worth of GCash. To reiterate, there are 3 items. 3 item po ang prepare namin for this game po. And each item will have 1 winner who will receive 250 pesos. Kung sino po ang unang tamang sagot na marireceive ng aming team, ang i-consider po namin as the winner. So, are we all ready? Ready na po ba ang lahat? If we are ready, type game in the chat box. Type game. Meron po ba? Game. Type game in the chat box para ayaw nyo ng 250 pesos. Amin na lang to, ipaparaffle ko na to. Kidding aside. Alright, so for our first, this is where we'll see who among us is competitive and ready for a challenge. Alright, so for our first item, please wait for my go signal before you answer and the game begins now. Ready to play? Complete me. Have you already locked in your answers? Check nyo po ng mabuti. And the correct answer is letter C, digital multimeter. To all who got the right answers, congratulations. It's clear that we understood the mechanics of the game. However, partners, this item just a trial run. So good luck to everyone. Let's do some hand stretches and get ready to type quickly. Now, we will begin the actual game. So dito tayo magkakalaw sino pang mabilis mag-type. Ilang letters ba ang kaya natin i-type in the first second? All right, everyone. It's time for the first round. Get ready to play Complete Me. Letter A, may letter B. Pero may magsisipo ba? Letter D. All right. Have you already locked in your answers? And the correct answer is DC power supply. Next item, please. Get ready to play Complete Me. And the correct answer is clamp meter. Next item, please. Get ready to play Complete Me. Letter B, letter B. May A, may C. Have you already locked in your answers? Is that your final answers? And the correct answer is letter B, handheld multimeter. Congratulations to the winners of ARC 1 Complete Me contest. Palakpakan nyo naman po ang inyong mga sarili. We will be sending an email to the winners. Thank you everyone for participating. Presenter Quality Lead, Ms. Erlinda Dalino, is ready to share her insights. Let's welcome her with a virtual round of applause. Ms. Erlinda Dalino.
Thank you, Alex, for that warm introduction. Greetings, partners. So today, we embark on a journey to unveil the multifaceted services offered by ARC1 Technologies, the esteemed authorized service provider for Keysight products in the Philippines. Let's delve into our comprehensive range of services, strategically located on PESA grounds and backed by ISO IEC 17025-2017 accreditation. Established in May 2003, ARC1 has 21 years of existence from distributorship, evolving into the sole authorized service provider for Keysight equipment in the Philippines. Through strategic foresight and unwavering dedication, ARC1 Technologies ascended to become Keysight's sole authorized service provider for offering a diverse array of services to cater to the evolving needs of our clientele. At ARC1 Technologies, we offer a comprehensive suite of services, including repair, warranty claims, calibration, preventive maintenance, and technical support for Keysight products. For warranty claims, we offer the fastest warranty claims for Keysight equipment at no charge at all, due to our direct partnership with them. While for calibration services, we perform in-house and on-site calibration services for your equipment, ensuring optimal accuracy with minimal disruption to your operations. And in repair services, enjoy peace of mind with guaranteed genuine parts for your Keysight equipment, and we assure you that we can restore your equipment to original functionality and specifications. And the last one, for preventive maintenance, this is to minimize your long-term equipment costs. We leverage our software to analyze your electrical equipment and proactively recommend preventive maintenance when necessary. Our commitment to excellence ensures that your equipment operates at the peak performance levels, minimizing downtime and maximizing efficiency. Strategically situated in the PESA zone, ARC1 Technologies leverages its prime location to provide expedited services and seamless support for Keysight products, ensuring quick turnaround times and unparalleled customer satisfaction. Furthermore, Arc1 Technologies proudly holds ISO IEC 17025 accreditation, a testament to our adherence to international standards of quality and technical competence. This accreditation underscore our dedication to delivering top-tier services to meet the diverse needs of our valued customers. And in conclusion, Arc1 Technologies stands as a beacon of service of excellence, offering a wide range of services, including repair, warranty claims, calibration, preventive maintenance, and technical support for Keysight products in the Philippines. With our strategic location, ISO IEC 17025 accreditation, and unwavering commitment to quality, we are your trusted partner for all your service needs. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Ms. Erlinda, for your insightful presentation on ARC1's initiative. We're confidently it provided valuable information to our participants. At ARC1 Technologies Inc., we make sure to always care for your equipment, offering comprehensive warranty claims, preventive maintenance, repair and calibration services to ensure your equipment delivers accurate result and minimize downtime. Now's your chance, far away, and let's get this Q&A session started. And we have our panelists who are readily available to answer it. Let's welcome again our panelists. We have Engineer Erwin Padrique, Mr. Mariano Zulia, and Ms. Erlinda Dalino. All right, so I think this we have here the question. I think this is for us, Sir Mar. What are the implications of measurement uncertainty and product testing? Sir Mar?
Ang uncertainty ay nahulugan na hindi tayo 100% sigurado sa eksaktong value ng isang measurement. Direkta itong nakaka-apekto sa kung gaano kalaki ang wiggle room o uncertainty na kailangan natin para masiguro na natutugunan ng isang produkto kanyang mga specifications. Kapag masyadong malaki ang uncertainty, mas malaki ang chance na mapunta siya sa false acceptance and false rejection. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Mar. Another question for you, Sir Mar. How does cable and connector selection impact measurement uncertainty? Ma-impact po ba?
Meron. Ang paggamit ng mas maikling kable nga ay makakatulong para mabawasan ang signal loss. Ang mga electrical signals, lalo na ang mga high frequency signals, ay humihina habang dumadaan sa kable. Mas mahaba ang kable, mas maraming chance na mawala ang signal. Bukod sa haba, mahalaga rin ang kalidad ng kable. Ang mga high quality cables ay designed para i-minimize ang signal loss at interference. Madalas itong may mas magandang shielding para protektahan ang signal mula sa external noise. Ang paggamit ng low quality o hindi tamang shielding ng kable ay maaaring mag-introduce ng noise at distortion sa iyong measurements. Nagpapataas ng uncertainty. Kaya it's better to consider that the cable is accurate and reliable measurements. And then sa connectors, ang mga connectors ay madalas ang pinakamahinang link sa isang measurement system. Maaari itong mag-introduce ng ilang problema na nag-aambag sa measurement uncertainty. Ang mga worn-out connectors ay mga inconsistent contact resistance. Ibig sabihin, ang resistance sa connection point ay nag-iiba sa bawat pagkakabit at pagtanggal ng connector. Ang fluctuating resistance na ito ay nagpapabago sa signal level at maaaring mag-introduce ng significant errors. Lalo na sa mga sensitive measurements, parang isang maluwag na electrical plug, minsan gumagana, minsan hindi. At ang daloy ng kuryente ay unpredictable. Mga worn-out connectors ay katulad din nito na ginagawang unpredictable at unreliable ang daloy ng signal. Kaya mahalaga na siguraduhin na ang mga connectors na ginagamit ay nasa maayos na kondisyon at hindi worn out para masiguro ang accurate at consistent na measurements. Bukod pa dito, ang tamang pagkakabit ng connector ay mahalaga rin para maiwasan ang mga problema sa signal transfer. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Mar, for the insightful The next question, how does measurement uncertainty impact the traceability of your results? Ma-impact din po ba yung traceability, sir?
Imagine you're testing a circuit using a multimeter. Traceability means you can trace that measurement back to a reliable source, like calibration standard for your multimeter. So, if you measure the voltage, dapat matrace mo kung saan nagmula yung standard na ginamit para i-calibrate yung multimeter mo. Tama? Now, measurement uncertainty is like saying, I measure the voltage and it's about 12 volts, give or take a little bit. That give or take is the uncertainty. For example, if you're measuring the voltage and your uncertainty is positive negative 1 volt, medyo shaky yung link mo to the calibration standard. Parang labo ng connection. Maybe the true voltage is closer to 11 volts or maybe it's closer to 13 volts. You're not so sure.
Thank you, Sir Mar. Next question, I think this is from Ms. Early. What role does measurement uncertainty play in quality assurance?
Okay, Lex. So that's a very good questions in terms of quality assurance team. So measurement uncertainty is very essential in quality assurance. This is to ensure that processes, products, or services meet the required specifications. It helps assess whether measurements are within acceptable tolerances and supports decisions related to product quality. Like, for example, it helps to improve decision making. So, for measurement uncertainty provides insight into the level of confidence in measurement results. So, in quality assurance or in QA, having an understanding of uncertainty allows teams to make better informed decisions about whether a product or process is within specification limits or whether adjustments are needed on the equipment. And additionally, it supports conformance to the standards. In industries, I think like on our attendees right now that are regulated or must meet international standards such as ISO 9001, IATF 16949, measurement uncertainty helps verify the products or processes conform to the required specifications. By quantifying uncertainty, QA teams can determine whether deviations are significant enough to affect the final product or process outcomes. So I hope it is clear.
Thank you, Ms. Early. All right. Hopefully, we have answered all your questions at this moment. By the way, sa mga questions pa po na nasa Q&A, just in case po na hindi po namin masagot ngayon, we will send you a survey form together po doon sa sagot po namin regarding your questions. And again, if you have any other questions, we will be answering it via email. Kindly answer the feedback form after this webinar po. Before we end our Q&A, I would like to ask a parting words from our panelists, starting from Ms. Erlinda.
Okay, Lex. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, partners, for being here today. So if you have any inquiries and questions, please message or email us at services@arc-1.com.ph, and we will gladly assist you. Our team will be proactively contact you, and I hope to meet and see you all on our future transactions. Again, salamat po for taking the time to join with us.
Thank you, Ms. Early. How about Sir Mar? Any parting words, please?
Thank you very much all of you to joining us today. At sana meron kayong napulot para sa aming binigay na information sa inyo.
Thank you, Sir Mar. On behalf of Sir Erwin Padrique, he's currently at an important meeting now, and he wants to thank everyone for joining us today for a very insightful webinar. He wishes everyone to have a reliable and accurate test and measurement equipment. Thank you so much, Engineer Erwin, for your message. So once again po, sa lahat po ng mga questions po ninyo, rest assured po na sasagutin po namin once we send po the email po sa inyo. A big thank you to all who took part in this event. Maraming salamat po. We look forward to seeing each and every one of you again at our upcoming events. We also like to invite you and advise at the 20th Philippine Semiconductor and Electronics Convention and Exhibition or PSEC on October 28 to 30, 2025 at the SMX Convention Center, Pasay City. With all that has been said, we've explored the crucial topic of measurement uncertainty. Remember, it's the doubt that exists concerning the result of any measurement, and it affects both accuracy and reliability in our work. We learned that there's no perfect measurement, but at ARC1, we guarantee your equipment is our care. Today, we've tackled what measurement uncertainty is, the unavoidable doubt in any measurement due to various factors. The factors that contribute to uncertainty, environmental factors like temperature and humidity, human error, equipment capabilities, and instrument calibration. Techniques to minimize uncertainty including environmental control, repeat measurement, proper cabling and connection techniques, using quality calibrated tools and proper instrument care. Understanding these factors and applying these techniques are essential for reliable measurement outcomes. By controlling our environment using quality tools and taking proper care of our instruments, we can significantly minimize uncertainty. If you want to ensure your equipment delivers accurate and reliable measurement, ARC1 Technologies Inc. is here to help you. We are a repair and calibration services provider, and we guarantee your equipment is our care. Once again, this is Alex Babatio of Sales. Thank you for joining us today, partners. Here in ARC1, your equipment, our care. Maraming salamat po.